Hey fellow tennis nerds, I hope all is well. The racket you've been waiting for, the review you've been waiting for, the Babolat Pure Aero 2022, or is it 2023? I don't know the naming, but it's the 7th generation of this ultra popular line. I see it everywhere I go around the world to meet fellow tennis nerds and play tennis. It's the Aero, the Pure Aero. And the 7th generation goes back a little bit to the past. It goes back to the 2010, the 2013, the Aero Pro Drive, which had a denser string pattern. That was really the thing that they have brought back. Players get more control, they can play with more confidence, swing big. I think it's what the players ask for and the Babolat delivers. I think that's a good thing. They need to always do the research with what the players want. And this is, I think, something that a lot of Babolat players have asked for. They want that tighter string pattern back. The 2019 was good. This one is better though, you get more control. The stiffness is still there, so if you have any arm issues, arm concerns, be a bit cautious with this racket. You need to tailor your string choice a little bit. I see a lot of players, RPM blast, 55 pounds, they want to imitate Rafa. And most players are not Rafa. Go for a softer string if you can, or at least a much lower tension. Go down to 45 pounds, something like that. I did try it with the RPM blast at 53, 54 pounds in the beginning, and it was a bit stiff. That really bothered my arm a little bit. I then tried it with a softer poly at a much lower tension, 47 pounds, and now I played it without problem. So the string choice is important. You can still get good control thanks to the denser string bed. So the new racket looks a bit more like an Aero VS. Like this design is something I've heard many positive comments about, with the glossy paint and the pretty aggressive lettering here and aggressive style. If you're critical, you say, oh, it looks a bit toyish, but overall I think it's a cool camouflage and modern looking frame. Slightly different than this one, more direct in feel, tighter string pattern for more control, and overall just a nicely performing racket. And for you who want to go back to the older Aero Pro drives like the first generation, where you see that the string bed is definitely tighter, these ones are very close to being identical, and so this is what you are getting. This one is perhaps a little bit rawer in feel without any dampening technology, while this one comes with the new flax inserts, which is supposed to filter out some vibrations. Still, it's a stiff racket. I don't think the dampening takes care of all that, but the feeling on impact is pretty clean and nice, and I think you get a lot of feedback anyway, so you can place the ball, play touch shots, and I do enjoy that. I think more advanced players will enjoy adding some weight to this one, because the strung swing weight is around 310, 315 from the different ones I've tried, and with Henrik as well. And my buddy Henrik and I have talked about this racket and our different opinions about it. Overall, I must say this is a good update. It's taking the Aero in the right direction. I did enjoy it on ground strokes, could hit with more confidence than the predecessor. The string life is better, holds tension better, I think. And the serve had good pop. I really felt like it moved fast through the air, which is typical for the Aero line, and you could generate loads of spin that could even help the control. So definitely a good update. I think many players, many Aero fans will enjoy going back to the Aero Pro Drive string pattern and like the feeling and the looks of this one. So I'm sure we'll see it everywhere. Besides the stiffness, I didn't really have any complaints for what it is. This is for power and spin, and it delivers that in spades in a cool looking package. So I think they did their homework and they made a good racket and a good update that I think we will see everywhere. So the Aero one is a good update. I really enjoyed it. Might not be for my game, might be a bit too stiff, but for many players who want power spin, like to hit big from the baseline, play on clay and so on, I think you will enjoy the new Aero. There will be more Aero rackets released, like the 98, etc. So watch this space. I hope to review those as well. And it definitely harkens back in the design to the Aero VS that is now popularized by Carlos Alcaraz and Holger Rune. Good job, Babolat. I think this is what the Aero fans wanted. I want to thank the sponsor of this episode, Fuzzy Yellow Balls. They have an app for tennis training, great tutorials on serve, forehands, backhands, and so on. Fuzzy Yellow Balls, check it out in the app stores. And it's called Crush It, and you can go into different strokes. For example, the serve is free, so you can just check that one out. See the different parts of the stroke and get really instructive videos with top coaches. So definitely check that one out, Crush It, in the App Store. I really like that one. I'm really impressed by their super professional production quality and the thinking around technique, and I think this one can help a lot of players out there. So check that out, the link is in the description. Also, if you want to buy any Aeros or any other rackets or shoes or gear, please use my affiliate links to Tennis Warehouse, Tennis Warehouse Europe, and Tennis Only in Australia. I get a small commission if you do at no extra cost to you. So big thanks, helps Tennis Nerd go and stay alive and strong. That's all for this one. Have a nice day, and don't forget to play some tennis.